The Merciless Player here, bringing you the first episode of my Resistance 3 Let's Play on Superhuman mode. Now there's going to be a cutscene right here, so I'm going to let it run through that before I continue with the commentary. So here you go.
I killed Nathan Hale. I had no choice. He was becoming one of them. He could have stopped me, but I think he wanted to die. At least that's what I keep telling myself. Even in death, Hale continued to fight. Dr. Malikov found a unique protein in Hale's blood. He isolated it, created a vaccine. Finally, a cure for the Chimera virus. We were all inoculated, saved again by Hale one last time. Hale was the hero, and I was the villain. % of the world's population had been killed or converted by the Chimera. Those of us remaining did what we could to remind ourselves we were human. Susan and I found each other, fell in love. We both wanted to forget the past. We vowed to stop fighting and start living. I kept that vow as long as I could.
Okay, so, yeah, that was a pretty cool way to start off the game, huh? Well, like I said before, we're on Superhuman mode, which is the hardest mode in the game. And in order to unlock it, you have to beat the game on either normal or hard. And then, you unlock it afterwards, so you have to play it over. And it's not easy at all. I've actually edited out a few deaths just because time purposes, I have to be able to upload these because it doesn't upload fast, especially whenever I'm transitioning it into HD. It's going to take a while. Now, whenever people talk, I'll probably let them talk. Like, right now, I talk over him, but I'll probably just, quiet and let the speech go. But we're good for now. I'm playing, in this gameplay, I'm playing with a friend right there. That is Barrel Roll Lord. He is a member of my clan. And me and him are doing this. And we're going to beat the game on Superhuman mode, which... not going to be easy, but we will do it. And for those of you who don't know, Resistance 3 is a first-person shooter on the PS3, and it sort of has that common alien versus human theme, but I think it executes it really well. So, yeah, you get a total of, I want to say 12 guns throughout the game. Each one with special abilities. The first two you get here are the Bullseye and the 44 Magnum. Or no, is it 45? I don't know. It's a Magnum. And to me, I call it the Exploding Pistol. Basically, you shoot an enemy, and it's kind of like a crossbow, kind of, from Call of Duty. It sticks them, you press the R2, and it explodes. So, yeah. It's pretty cool. And the Bullseye has a little aimbot thing. You press R2 while aiming at the enemy, and it'll shoot like a target into it, so you can just no-scope. And your bullets, like, not really no-scope, but hip fire, aiming not directly at him, and your bullets will just curve toward him. So very useful. And, yeah. The way this game works, its co-op is kind of strange. It'll put us into one person for the cutscene. It'll put me and Barrel Roll Lord as if we're just both John, even though, or is it Joe? It's Joe, sorry. As if we're both Joe, even though John is technically there. So I don't know, it doesn't make that much sense, but it's just how the game chose to do it. So, yeah. Now, in these, I'll be doing, it's pretty much a walkthrough. I'm looking at it as a walkthrough. I give directions, tips, and advice for how to play each part. and I might throw in a few comments on the side here and there. And yeah, so basically in this part it's just the starting area, they're in camp, and I think what's happening is there's like an invasion going by, and so that's what the characters are up to. They're going to check it out, make sure that they're all safe, and yeah, so this is a pretty good start, honestly. Like, it's a little boring here and there, because, you know, you're just being stealthy right here, but once the action picks up, it is a pretty good beginning for the game. So, but, yeah, there's really nothing to say right now, because this is just such a slow part.
Come on.
So,
Let's stick to the tunnels.
oh, and, there is a multiplayer on this game, so if you would like to see any of that, leave a comment in there, and if I get enough demand for it, I will post the multiplayer gameplays for this, because it does have a really good multiplayer. I'll give it that. They did a nice job on it. And, yeah, it uses all the same guns as, you know, campaign, but it's still great. Now, I'll go ahead and use this time that I have here, since there's nothing to explain, or nothing else to explain, to go ahead and describe the types of things that I'll be saying more specifically. Well, whenever you grab a specific gun, I'll tell you all the characteristics of it, how to use it, when to use it. Like, the bullseye is more of a long-range weapon. The Magnum actually works really well on bosses, because you can get a bunch of shots in, and then explode them for a lot of bonus damage. Now, the system in this game is that the more you use your gun, it levels up. Okay, it's kind of like an XP system, but there's no, like, true numbers, at least not that I can recall. And just use it more, and it levels up. The highest level's 3, and you get an upgrade every level. Gun gets better. Yeah, except for one gun, the Marksman, which I'll talk about more later, but it gets a scope when you upgrade it. I like the normal sights better than the scope, but that's my opinion. I guess it's still technically an upgrade. This part is pretty simple. You just play. Now this part, I don't know why I said that. I said it too late because I was in the middle of talking. But the part before, where you just fight some Chimera on the side, it's easy. Just gun them all down. They're no big deal. Now this part, as you'll see right there, I tossed an EMP grenade. What that does is downs its shield, making it completely vulnerable to anything you throw at it, shoot at it, or spit or knife at it, whatever your methods of attack are. Makes it vulnerable. Now the shields are not permanently down. If you climb up to this top part, you can grab more EMPs, which I did, but it puts you massively exposed, I guess. It just massively exposes. And, you know, that doesn't help at all, so I think I do die, or not die down here, yeah. But my friend successfully gets me. And, yeah, and we continue. Now, the way I've found the best thing to do is to shoot at the eye, specifically. I'm not 100% sure if that's the best way to take him out, but it seemed to work well. And that's with either gun. Now, the best gun for taking him out is by far the bullseye. Or not the bullseye, sorry, the Magnum. Alright, here's another cutscene, so I'm gonna let you watch that.
Get him out of sight, and get back underground! Everybody!
All scouts, report in.
North outpost, clear. South outpost, clear. West outpost is clear.
Tommy Dean, report in. Tommy Dean, do you read me?
Susan.
Joe. Oh. I thought I lost you.
I'm okay. How is he?
Well, fever's down. A little. Joe, I can't reach Tommy Dean.
His radio's probably out again.
Should I send Lester?
Alright. I'll check it out, okay?
Joe! Be careful.
Alright, well this video is over, or almost over. If you liked it, comment, rate.